Hi, I'm Genevieve Radnan and I'm a 20-year-old student studying nursing from Sydney, Australia. My 5-minute idea to change the world is to provide women a facility that offers free education in the form of practical skills and essential knowledge that will give them the opportunity to improve their wealth and well-being. My goal is to form women who are independent and aware of their inherent rights. The idea began when I met a family in Kurunga. There was a young boy who went to the Kurunga primary school where I was doing volunteering, and he was extremely malnourished. So this really bothered me, and I went to go speak to the ladies who I was living with, and they took me to his family. And I found out that his mother is not educated at all, and when the father works he earns the equivalent of $1 a day. The living conditions are below acceptable, and I was extremely devastated after seeing the reality that this family could not live in a way that sustained their basic human needs. If the mother was more sufficiently educated, her opportunities for work would be much more greater. Additional incomes lead to better opportunities, and this is why providing a free education system for women is the key. My idea is to open up a centre where women can be educated and learn skills in a safe environment. The most important role of the centre is to give these women principles and skills that they can keep for life, such as financial literacy to give them more holistic understandings of income. This will act as a space to facilitate social entrepreneurship through tailoring and textile skills. The centre will also focus on human rights and health education. The maths will be taught for finance, as well as language skills of English and Swahili, which are the two national languages they speak. The course will take 10 months, and after, the women will have sufficient knowledge and skills to go into the workforce and run their own businesses. Through my 8 months of fundraising and project management, I have personally raised in excess of 15,000 Australian dollars, which went towards building a kindergarten classroom in Kurunga. From building the kindergarten classroom to mentoring and teaching the children, and from all my fundraising, I've become fairly confident in my capabilities and understanding the society over there. I'm not afraid to go out there and do whatever is necessary to create positive change for these people. This project is accessible to everybody in the community who's a woman and over the age of 12 years old and who has no education or has extremely limited education. The students will be taught in their mother tongue Kikuyu so that everybody can understand, and that means there is no barriers between those who have limited education and those who have no education at all. It's within walking distance, and it's going to be in the middle of the Kurunga town near the health centre due to security problems. Okay, this project is extremely doable because I've got the same contacts and builders that I used last year for the kindergarten classroom that I built. So my main builder, John, I've been in touch with him and he's been able to give me quotes for everything that's required for the project in Kenyan shillings. We've also managed to keep a lot of the costs down thanks to the volunteers in the local community, with people helping from building to teaching. Also with my fundraising that I'd done last year, I was able to send a lady called Rose to complete her business management course, and she would love to be the manager of this. This project is measurable, as apart from the long-term decrease rates of the uneducated women and a drop in the poverty levels, there are other measurable factors of the success of the centre. For instance, when we see clothing coming back into the community, the improved literacy and writing ability in the English and Swahili, and outside the classroom in the health education, where we'll see better hygiene, diet and sexual health. I want to teach these women about financial responsibility, how to save, how to spend, and how to invest in a centre to pass on to future women. The educational perspective is that once the women have been taught, they can travel further than their village and expand on their markets, even develop their own business. Women can teach their family and friends by spreading this information and skills throughout the community. Women who have found success from the training skills will be asked to volunteer a certain amount of hours per week to help train and educate the next group of students. As I said earlier, I hope my project will change the women's lives through education and empowerment. With knowledge comes power and confidence to direct their own future. I hope my training centre will inspire other humanitarians and grow through opening other training centres. Maybe one day this 25% uneducated population will be zero, and the community in Kurunga will be well on their way to escaping poverty.
Africa must wake up, the sleeping sons of Jacob, for what tomorrow may It's the day we work.